dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Here's De Silva to the inside. Here's Jop. It's rebounded by Banchero. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Holland's shot is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
It's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. Right outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to De Silva. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, doing exactly what he had to do right there to make sure he wasn't going to get flushed on or Instagram.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
To the wing on the left. Ball stolen. And here they come. Here's Jop. No good from outside. And Carroll with it. Picked up by Coulibaly. And Carroll in the post. Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Ellison. Here's Hollins. The three from Banchero. They get the rebound. Oh, nice! Oh, big finish! Man. And he jams it home with authority.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Now here's Wright. Outside Reddish. From downtown. Cleared away by Hollins. And Carroll outside. Pass to Hollins. Takes a three. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
And here's Wright from the arc. Outside Coulibaly. Deflected.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on, improving his ability to knock away shots.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Banchero. And stolen by Banchero. Takes the three. Ellison grabs the board. And he lobs it up top.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Banchero. Great D that time from Irving. On the wing, Daniels. Blocked! Banchero outside. Banchero hammers it home.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Banchero. Back to Wembanyama. Banchero the screen. Shot clock at 6. The shot that time not on target.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
To the middle. Here's Ellison.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Daniels. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. 15 seconds left in the second. Outside Irving. Down low. And stolen by Banchero. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Pass to Irving. The kick out to Banchero. Tipped away. Outside Irving. Pulls up. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Daniels. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Pass to De Silva. Here's Jop. 6 to shoot. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's Jop. Wembanyama down low. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Now right. Outside Reddish. And it's Irving with a rebound.
The defender takes away his space and any chance of him making that shot.
Back to Wembanyama. There's the triple. They get it back. Beyond the arc. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Pass to Jop. Back to right. The 3 ball. And the 3-pointer goes. Wright's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Wright. Jop. The 3-pointer off the mark. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Out to the wing. Back to Irving. And Irving powers it home.
The doctor is in. What a display of those trademark dunking abilities. Quite unique, Julius Irving.
Now here's Wright. He's got 5. And down it goes. 2 points.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Wright drives it. Nice D from Reddish.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's the break. And here's Wright from the arc. De Silva with the rebound. Here's Reddish. Hits the trifecta. Reddish has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Over to the wing, to the paint. Here's Hollins. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now here's Banchero. He's got 5. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown. Banchero's got 8.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Irving for 3.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and this came up short on the triple.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Here's Black. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it. And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Irving. On the wing, Daniels. Back to Irving. With 1 on the clock. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Black. Pass to Ellison. Here's Hollins. It's rebounded by Banchero. An open look for Irving. And right on target. That one's good.
What a sweet jumper that was. Great J from Dr. J.
Inside. Picked his pocket. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Banchero the screen. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Wright. Back to Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. They get it back. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Hollins. Pass to Wembanyama. Drains the triple.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Out to the right wing. Right wing. Here's Jop. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Wright. And stolen by Irving. From the arc. And that one's good. Hollins.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
It's stolen away. Outside Irving. From behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
There's a screen. Here's Reddish. And again, unable to change momentum here. There's the foul to try to stop the break. But that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw and possession here.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And so he makes both from the line. And stolen by Irving. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Daniels, that one's true. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Boy, nice drive that time from Wright. The defense didn't have a chance to counter.
Pass to Irving. Puts up a deep three. Doesn't go that time. Here's Hollins. Stripped away. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. A minute 50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Daniels takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Tons of first-step quickness from Daniels.
Oh, deflected. The three. Brewer can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Irving fires from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
He is on some kind of roll. Julius Irving making it pop.
Back to Banchero. Here's Banchero slicing in. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
No shame or fear in this young fella. And Carroll will take on any big shot. Love seeing that from him.
Pass to Brewer. Puts up a deep three. He can't hit that time. It's deflected.
And, you know, this is really what Brewer does quite well. Extending out nicely and swatting away shots.
Outside Wembanyama. No good again that time. And here's Banchero. Irving looking around. Right with the board.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
We're going the other way.
Into the lineup for your home team, number 5.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Away team's ball.
And that goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
And they retain possession. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. to the wing, right side. Into the lane. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
Puts up a three. On the money. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a...
Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
Now here's Wright. Inside. Stolen away. Fast break. Here we go. Irving can't hit.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here is Daniels. And a miss there on the triple. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Banchero outside. Wembanyama, a screen. And it's Banchero missing.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his... On the rafters, he puts it in!
Are you kidding me?
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Shop can't make it work.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
Banchero outside. They grab their own miss. Lets the three fly. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Out to the right wing. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Oh, my. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play.
Personal foul.
It's on Paolo Banchero. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Ball's knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. To the paint. Banchero outside. Puts up a deep 3. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wembanyama. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Pass to Brewer. Misses the 3. And here is Brewer. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Brewer. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Chop with the block. Outside Irving. Over Brewer. Irving can't hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
And it's Banchero missing. Here's Chop. Traps in the tray.
Sagana Chop.
Chop's got 5 points so far.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
And that one's good. Daniel. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth. He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Outside Irving. There's the pick. Puts up a deep 3. And the 3 ball is good.
3 points.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Outside Irving. Wembanyama, a screen.
Out of bounds. The ball goes to the away team.
.40 left in the first. Outside Irving. Pass to Jock. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 8.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Daniels with it. 5 points in the game. And he banks in the lane.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Julius Erling. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Brewer.
Home team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And that one falls for Brewer.
Shooting for the away team. Corey Brewer.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Three-pointer right. Nailed from three-point land. Got it up. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
20.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
And that one's good, Holland.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Koulibaly from outside off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
To the middle, Ellison.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Right, looking around. And he drives in. Here's Jupp. Pass to De Silva. 6 to shoot. Here's Jupp from outside the arc. And Hollins pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And wow, look at the quickness there from Banchero getting the shot up in a hurry.
Pass to Reddish. Here's the screen. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. And that one is stuffed right through.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Banchero. Bangs home the trifecta. Banchero's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Right outside. Pass to De Silva. Right outside. And it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half court, you've got to do it as a unit. just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Koulibaly. Right outside. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Another shot. And that one's good. Shot. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
Home team foul.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And he drops it in from the low post.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visitors. Banchero with the screen. A nice shot by Irving.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Banchero left side. Now Koulibaly. Still without a basket. They set the pick. Pass to Hollins. Just 5 on the clock. Over Irving. Sinks the 15-footer.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
Wembanyama outside. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Now, here's Banchero. He has 6. Pass to Hollins.
Out of bounds. Home team ball. Substitution on the court.
.15 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Brewer. Good on the three-point shot. Brewer's got 6 points. And right, here we go. It's his first trip to the line.
Second personal foul. Second team
Free throw drops for Wright.
at the line for the away team. DeLon Wright.
And so Wright nails both of them. 6 seconds left to play here in the half. Daniels somehow misses the one-handed flush. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Up by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Banchero with the screen. Daniels, no good. Here's Jop. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Jop. From deep. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. There's a whistle. It's going to go on Corey Brewer.
Team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Here is Daniels. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Banked in off the glass. Daniels has got 9 points.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Julius Erving. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Leaps for it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero.
Substitution on the court.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Chop. Sinks the three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Pass to Chop. Back to Reddish.
Away team foul. Julius Erving. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Right outside. Driving in. And finished off by Wright.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Here's Wright. They get it back. Pass to De Silva.
Ball is turned over. Away team ball. Coming onto the floor for the away team. Number 5, Paolo Banchero.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time.
DeLon.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Irving from long range. Trains the three-pointer. Irving's got 6 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. And Benyama onside. And Benyama with that soft touch around the rim.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Wembanyama, no good. Here's Chop. It's blocked. In the corner, right with it. Here's Banchero. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Pass to Chop. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And on the way from Irving for 3. Carries it from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, and that's what you want. Get something out in space before the defense can get set.
Down low. It's stolen by Wembanyama. .29 seconds left in the third. No good from the wing. Pass to Chop. Reddish with the ball. Defended by Wembanyama.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Irving attacking.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step. of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense. Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. They're up by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final.
It's the fourth quarter.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So it's the visitors now. It's a 3-point game. At the top of the key, Hollins tries the spin move. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. That 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. They get the rebound. Pass to Banchero. Tries again. Back to Brewer. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Pushing it up. And Hollins with the stop.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Pass to Banchero. Nice move. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Here's Jupp. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Foul. First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 55.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Banchero outside. Sinks the triple. Banchero's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Back to Irving. The kick out to Wright. Clock at 6. Irving with the steal. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately.
Make some noise, fans.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Got a piece of it. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. A wide open look here for Wright. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's the break. Wembanyama up top. Pass to Hollins. Launches from deep. The long distance three is buried. Hollins has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Irving surveying the floor. Off target at the rim.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hollins. For the three, Wembanyama with the rebound.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul. First team foul.
56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Irving with a clean look. No good on the three.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Wembanyama for three. Drills it from outside.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
Banchero outside. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you can get away with a little bump in the back, but as soon as you lean that much on him, you're going to get called for the foul.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Daniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Guys, your thoughts?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
Irving from long range. No good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Jay, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So, for